Hello and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last part, we went through the second part of the trial and came to several very interesting conclusions. One, the person inside the suit was not Will Powers, but actually Jack Hammer. Why? We have no idea yet. And two, the actual crime scene was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. Why that is, we're also gonna have to find that out. So yeah, we're back into investigating. And that means the people at the trailer could have committed the murder. So let's look into it. October 19th, 3:27 p.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia?
Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it.
Maya!
So, what happened?
Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. And all I need is a motive and proof.
Wow! Good going, Nick.
Under the initial trial system, tomorrow's the last day we have.
Initial trial?
What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up.
So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Let's talk. I don't get it, Maya.
Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume?
What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume?
Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it?
That's what we have to find out.
What happened with the director's testimony?
Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer.
Huh?
Which means the killer has to be one of them.
Really? Why?
Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is.
What?
Was Maya always this excitable? Yeah, yes. Well, have you noticed anything that might help us?
I can't see what's going on when Mia's here. So no, I haven't noticed anything.
Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP? WP. Powers, right. That's actually a good idea. October 19th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there.
Could you wipe that grit off your face?
Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yes. Though, there's not really anything I could do to help. Dude, that sucked.
I'm not really sure I could do that. What I could do either.
Please, this is no laughing matter. Alright, Producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer. She's really respected in the community. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares to tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but the hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and...
And what?
Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Oh. Director Manila? Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. And everyone knows the name Sal Manila. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manila. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Phoenix, Jesus Christ. Mr. Hammer.
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer.
He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when began appearing in little productions at Global. Sarah was out of breath.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel of Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Alright. I'll show him this. Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? I've never seen these Seal Samurais in my life. These are the Seal Samurais that appear at live shows. Fanboy collected all these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. It means so much to these kids, you know? I just wanted to show him. Okay. To the studio. No! October 19th, Global Studio main gate.
The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down.
Yeah?
Bet we could even eat those donuts at the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die.
Phew, she's alive! Alright, what can you tell me? I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she's always gets her way.
She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer?
Look, the studio's people don't want me talking about her, so sorry.
Okay. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director?
Sal? He's soft, he's a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. He treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it.
Huh? Why would anyone be treated like dirt? Maya, when you get older.
That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
No, it doesn't, Maya. No. About Mr. Hammer.
I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible.
Okay. Oh, October 19th, Global Studios employee area.
Guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time.
This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can see them film later.
I guess.
This is where you found the bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there are any other clues lying around. He came out of nowhere. And it just auto-scrolled.
No touching. Eek!
Gumshoe.
Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatique at times.
What? I think guys ignore me.
I suppose it's the actor in me.
Dramatique indeed.
Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table.
Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills?
Yeah, pal. Traces, therefore.
So, you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guys gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills. See, if there's traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on the table had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Steak plate. Found in the employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. Alright. So that does confirm it that Jackhammer did steal the costume for reasons we still don't know. How goes your investigation? Tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. Some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How is Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. The fury of that man. Cups. Bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I've got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jackhammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep is other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping pills. Found on a table in the employer bears Jackhammer's fingerprints. Alright. Oh, hello. It's Benny. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... But, what? Why? But WP's innocent! Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But, this week is the last episode to Steel Samurai. What? No! I was just wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. Guess the rumor must be true, then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, has some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new Studio 2. Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the filming set the way it was too. The film set? Is that trailer part of the film set then? The last episode. What do you mean the last episode? What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Studio policy. Why aren't they going to make kid shows anymore? Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How could they just do that? What about the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something! Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Ugh. Why am I so lightheaded? I'm out of breath. And this is? A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some
adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Tell us what happened 5 years ago. Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's what the dirt she had on Hammer. And that's the dirt she had on Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. It was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Okay, let's go and talk to her. I don't think there's anything else to find. It's more about talking to everyone. What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nicholas? Nichols? Oh, Nichols. Sorry. I forgot that's how that's spelled. Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols? That assistant we talked to? Is that stated in here and I just haven't looked? No, she's just marked as... No, it is there. I forgot. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? What person ever? Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costumes. I have proof. Sorry, Miss Oldbag. But I do have proof. Proof that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? Mr. Powers ate his T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag? You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the Mafia. Oh my god. She silenced that paparazzi permanently. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand. Poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag?
Hold on a minute.
Poor old Miss Oldbag.
Here, take this.
A photograph? Wait a second.
This is the picture.
Is this the trailer in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and then the man fell into the flower box fence.
Fuck. but how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand. Oh, my nose! Ah, this is probably why I'm having trouble. Okay, 5-year-old photo shows an accident involving Jack Hammer.
Thank you.
October 19th, Studio 1, entrance.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2?
Right.
But why?
I wonder if someone called him? Like the director or the producer? That's a good question. October 19th, Studio 2 entrance.
Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello. Hello, H-E-double-L-O. H-E-L-L-O.
Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently.
Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and...
Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. This lady's really pissing me off, Nick. Oh, dear.
Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai.
I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it!
Nick, she did it! She's the killer! My Fae blood speaks to me, I know it, I know it!
Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila? We must talk about that man. Perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. I think I know I could get her to talk about. How about you start talking now? Just I've been looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, old bag. Old.
She beats the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. We just talked to her like 10 seconds ago.
I'm sorry, I spaced out. I'm also looking at the clouds. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. The huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer.
Nick, she went inside the trailer.
Okay. Do. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez? You were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now.
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it?
I mean, sure, it was an accident.
But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star.
Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour on its own accord.
But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident.
Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She dumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. My cat keeps wanting to jump up. She keeps looking at me and I don't want to let her up here. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now.
What? This is valuable evidence.
Boys. Oh! She pulled out her pocket, Mafia! She pulled them right out of her pocket. Her dress pocket. Cats came up here anyways. Whatever. Peanut's with me now. Who are they and where'd they come from? My pocket. Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! We're about to die!
Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now.
Oh, fuck. Pocket Mafia, you're gonna have to go back into pocket.
No!
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I don't know, you threatening our lives and almost murdering us is... I don't know. It's a bit much. I think I got this one. Be looking forward to it. Nick, we almost fucking died.
Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry it's a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, she pulled out her pocket Mafia and everything. I was really scared.
Huh? Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom?
D. Vasquez.
Hell yeah! Okay, yeah, that's a shorter investigation. We pretty much just needed to talk to everyone. But that's where we're gonna stop. Because for some reason I'm very out of breath. I've still been a little sick. I've been coughing every so often. I think it's probably giving me shortness of breath. So yeah, sorry. The trial will be good. I really like this final trial bit. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.